Hey, hello everyone. My name is Ravindra and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are seeing how to respond to Power Automate flow or app. In this tutorial, we will see how to parse data from Power Automate to Power Apps like arrays, object, list, text, or numbers. Okay, so all these things we are seeing in this tutorial. So let's I go and showcase you the scenario. Okay, so we have this SharePoint list. Okay, in this SharePoint list, we have this data. Okay, so I want to send this data by using Power Automate flow to the Power Apps. Okay, why I want to do this, okay, because if you use the Power Automate, your application performance will be increase. Okay, and also you can load the more data in your application, like 1 lakhs of records you can easily load in your application. Okay, because we have this connector limit. Okay, in the SharePoint get item pagination limit is up to 1 lakh rupees. Okay, sorry, 1 lakh items, so we can be load that more data. So that's why creating this flow. So let's go. Okay, and create this tutorial. Okay, so first let's I create the one Power Automate flow. Okay, let's I go to the Power Automate, create a new flow. We will use create from blank. Let's provide the name. Okay, I just give a name here, data send from Power Automate to Power Apps. Let's add a new step here. Okay, get items. Okay, is used to get the items from our SharePoint list. Okay, so let's use this. Let's provide the site address. Okay, just click on this drop down, you will see all the sites here. Okay, patch example one, let's I select, and my list name is mock data. Okay, so this one. And if you scroll it down more, okay, if you click on these three icons, okay, go in the settings. Okay, you have here option pagination, so we can be set this pagination limit. Okay, up to 1 lakh. Okay, so currently I keeping 1 lakh. Okay, so you can be all identify. Okay, and then we have to respond this back to the Power Apps. Okay, but I want to limit the columns. Okay, if you see in the SharePoint, okay, I want to see this much of column: title, email, company name, gender, and mobile number, ID. Okay, so we have the views. Okay, so I am using these views. Okay, to see that specific data only. Okay, where is our paragraph flow? Okay, here. So if you see here, okay, we have the options limit column by view. Okay, so we will use this one. Okay, let's say expand and all item. Okay, and then we will use here response Power App. So we have this action respond to Power Apps. We will add an input here. Okay, let's we add one text input here. Okay, status. So we will pass here status code 200, and the data we will pass, we will go in the expression. Okay, we will type here string. Okay, because we cannot pass object or the data directly in the app. Okay, so that's why we have to use a string function to make that string. Okay, and then we will pass this body as output here. Okay, and then if you want to add the number, okay, so you can be select the number here. Okay, and call it number. Oh, we forgot to add here. Okay, let's I do one more time. String dynamic content and click on OK. And here we will pass one. Okay, just for the demo purpose. Let's close this. Okay, let's close this. Let's save our Power Automate flow. Okay, so this flow will also visible in our Power Automate. Okay, so if you go in the Power Automate designer, in the my flows, this flow will display here, okay, to you. So you can be edit, check the run history from here as well for of each flow. So let's we go, our flow is adding now. Okay, so let's I simply duplicate the screen. Okay, and type each and everything. Okay, let's I duplicate. So screen is duplicated. Okay, let's say remove the formulas. Okay, and get back to you. Okay, so team, I just use simple button here. Okay, let's use here set. Okay, it is a global variable. Okay, so we can store any values in that. So we will use gbl all data comma, and we will give our Power Automate flow name. Okay, so the Power Automate flow is data sent from Power Automate to Power Apps. Okay, and let's we simply close this one more time. Okay, so we will given the name of our Power Automate flow and simply give dot and use run. Okay, so our Power Automate flow can run. Okay, so let's I go and just press the button. Okay, so you can see our Power Automate flow is running. Okay, and if you see, okay, in the gbl data, okay, we are getting these values here. Okay, status code 200, data number. Okay, in the object format we get here. Okay, so let's we showcase you how you can display the status code. Okay, so let's, you have to simply use the label here. Okay, text label, and simply gives your variable name gbl all data dot status code. Okay, so you can be see, you will get the 200. Okay, so now you have to showcase the data. Okay, that SharePoint list data in the galleries, how to showcase that. Okay, so for that purpose, if you use here, okay, gbl all data, okay, it will gives you the error. Okay, you can be see, it is a type record. Okay, but our data is not displaying. Okay, so it is present in data, so we will give here data, but still we are not able to view the data. Okay, so for that purpose, we have one parse JSON function. Okay, we'll use this function. Okay, basically this function is used to convert, okay, and text format into an untype object. Okay, and then we will use a table function. Okay, to convert this par json data into a table format. Okay, so now you can be see friends. Okay, by using this function table and the par json one, we can able to view our data in the gallery. Okay, but if I go in the galleries label property, okay, in the text, we have to use this item dot value dot column name here. Okay, you see here. Okay, so in this way you have to use this. Let's I select the second label, same here as well. Okay, let's I change it to the title. Okay, can we see the values of title only. Okay, so in this way it will work. Okay, now we have to showcase the values. Okay, in the collection. Okay, we have to create a collection here. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so let's we use here clear collect. In the clear collect, we will use one collection name call all data. Okay, then we have to use the for all. Okay, because we have to extract the each record. Okay, from this item. Okay, so for that purpose, what we'll do, we will just copy this one, control a, control c, then we'll go to the button. Okay, then paste this value. Okay, then use the comma, and then we have to create a collection. So we will pass the curly brackets means records. Okay, then close the for all function and close the collect function. Okay, so now we have to pass, we have to extract these values. Okay, like title, email. Okay, so for that purpose, let's I give here email. Okay, colon. Then we have to use the this record dot our column name. Okay, value dot this one. Okay, internal name you have to use here. Okay, you can see this in the response. Okay, power apps response. Okay, you can able to view that. So let's I give one more comma. I want to showcase the title as well, so I will use the title, this record dot value dot title. Okay, let's I run, just press the button. Okay, and let's see what value we are getting. Okay, let's cross this, and if I go to the button here, okay, in the call all data, I can able to see the records. Okay, but records are in the untyped format. You can be see email is untyped, title is untyped. Okay, to convert this untyped object, okay, we can use the simple text function. Okay, and if you have the number, okay, so in that case you can use the number function there. Okay, so let's we use showcase you for the number as well. Okay, and here same. Okay, text, close this. Okay, and let's I give one more comma and call it id. Then we have to use value for the number purpose. Okay, then value this record dot value dot id. Let's close the value function. Okay, and let's run the this time one more time. Let's I press the button. Okay, and if you see the values in the collection now, okay, you will get all the values here. Okay, you can see email, id, title. Okay, so how to find out the, okay, what type of we have to use a text for the choices what you have to use. So for that purpose you can simply go to uh, parse JSON. Okay, Microsoft learn. Okay, I just typing by using single hand. Okay, I know there is some typo mistake, please ignore that. So here you can be see for the boolean you have to use the boolean. Okay, for color you can use color, currency. So in that way you can be use. Okay, value you have to use here. Okay, for the color you have to use color values. So in this way you can be parse your data. Okay, to from power automate to power apps. Okay, I hope you find this video very helpful. Thank you friends, keep learning, keep growing, keep exploring. Have a nice day to you.